Please go back to the we haven't covered this at all. What's the next phase of the league? Which is
Oh,
jumped over it kind of. I
yeah.
think
That's,
Ryan said something, but
well, yeah,
that's an
Ryan, you
amazing.
said that you think it's like several guys.
Faces. All right, well,
Yeah.
let's pick a couple, one, two, three faces. Who you think? And let's roll from there. Ladies
Cool.
first.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, to me, it was Jaw until the whole
Until no need to say anything more.
Yo, the world was the sky was the
and
limit for y'all, man.
kind of, he's electric. He's got the charisma. He's on and all that. I will say
I think he can still do it.
I kind of hope
He got one more chance.
but I will say Luca too.
Never.
It's got to be to me, it's the young guys. I think once we're done with LeBron, Curry is also too old, I think. And Ant, I don't know. I can't think of anybody else in that regard.
Felix?
My pick is Ant or Jalen Green from Houston.
Oh, nice one.
Jalen Green
Ant
from
or
Houston.
Jalen Green?
Nice one.
Eric?
It's tough, and I do believe that we will have a next phase of the league because everybody is searching for it all the time. It's always, but I think it will be just like it was with Jordan. There was this time, probably my most exciting time as a basketball fan, when there was KG, Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, Weber. Those guys, they were all in the mix, and you didn't have a clear face. But then LeBron came along, and then Steph came along, and those two pretty much were the faces of the league, and LeBron possibly on in the number one slot. But after that, I do believe there will be one, and I would say, Ja, Ant-Man, those will have a hard time because you need to be exciting, but you also have to be in the MVP talks every year, and you have to win a lot. And to be in the MVP talks, you pretty much have to be close to averaging a triple-double and win a lot. And I don't see, because Ja's my favorite player, but I don't see both of them do that. So I do believe that at a certain point, if he stays healthy, the biggest chance to be the next phase of the league is Wemby.
I agree with that.
Oh, I forgot about him.
I just feel like, Eric, I just feel about Wemby, the issue is that I don't know if the NBA is ready of making an international player the face of the league.
That's why I said never.
Make them ready.
And I think that's an interesting perspective. Y'all probably have a better insight on that than I do. I actually felt the opposite. I felt like this is the time, and Wemby is the best packaged player to make to be the face of the league because he's so unique. You can argue it so deeply. And within 3 years, he wins Defensive Player of the Year this year. Next year, they actually start winning.
Yeah.
I think that, and then I think you have Ant-Man. I think you have a constellation of players. I think it's a bunch of guys right there at the top, and it's a question of Wemby's health and if they win.
Yeah.
But I think he's MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in 3 years.
And everybody talks about his health, and I get it. He's really tall, but what can you expect from a guy? He does everything to not get hurt.
That's facts. That's facts.
And okay, I don't rate in the injuries. If they come, they come. But
yeah.
He is already the only player in league history that has 75 threes, 150 assists, and 150 blocks in a season. He is the only player to have a 40-20 double-double as a rookie since Shaq. Yep. And he's the only player in NBA history to have 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 block games.
So Ryan, you agree with Eric that Wemby, and
yeah, I feel like he's tailor-made, man. He's global. He's everybody can get behind that, man. He's global. Like, you haven't seen it. I mean, Jamal Crawford's teaching him his bag. I mean, people are investing in it. They're like, let me put a little bit of myself into this investment because it's going to pay off. Like, he's
justice.
If he follows the Giannis track, of bulking up, it's over, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
over.
I 100%. Justice, who you got, man? The next face of the NBA after LeBron, you guys like Curry and
To
everybody a
be
little bit
honest with
older.
you, I think that the media is going to find somebody, but in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be one. I don't think it's going to be one face of the NBA because there's just too many of them. Like y'all just mentioned, like 10 players, you
Yeah, but
know.
who you think?
So, and they all could be the face, huh?
Yeah, but that's the thing about it right now. And even right now, guys, and when I watched who was it? Jefferson, Richard Jefferson, talk about it. He said the guy people really think that there's more NBA faces to the NBA. But he said at the moment what the media knows is that it's just LeBron and Steph. Now they talk about the guys Jokic, they talk about Giannis, and they seem like they're the face of the league, but in reality, they're not. So it's really two guys who's really driving the league international level. Out here, we hear about Ant-Man, we hear about the hype. Of course, they got a hype. But who gonna take over the next as the main guy to be marketed in the league?
Marcus, you see, you mentioned Giannis. They try to put that hat on Giannis, and it didn't work out. It just
Yeah.
didn't sell.
Genau.
People were not
They also tried it
attracted
with
to it.
Shaq.
They're gonna try it. You
Yeah.
gotta say, hey, look what we got here. You know, look at everything we got here. Let's give it a try. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta try. You gotta test the market and see. You know, right now, first LaMelo was getting crazy hype, especially when they had
Yeah.
that crazy core, and then he was getting pushed.
I
Giannis,
never believed in that one though.
but they would try. You know,
Yeah,
Daddy
they tried. Yeah,
tried.
Marcus,
Everybody
well,
tried. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
His dad did, of course.
They pushed it out
yeah,
there, and
Marcus,
then
I just don't see the NBA as an American product ready to give the mantle to an international player or to an
but
international person.
for them,
Even though
it
the
makes
players
all
want
the
that,
most
but
sense in the world.
no.
NBA
Well, that
Europe,
was the first time, right?
it makes sense when they did it to Yao Ming. Why do you think Yao Ming is even in the Hall of Fame? I mean, they opened up the market so crazy, and right now the idea is NBA Europe. They even spreading NBA schools all over Europe, so the NBA academies. I'm in talks of doing one right now for Austria. Let's
Nice.
see,
Oh, you
you
are?
know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know a little bit about the background, and
Congrats, by the way.
But there
Congrats on that.
have been
Yeah.
there
That's
have been
awesome.
international players though. that
that's
were
in the last 10 years for sure, for sure. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So for them, it makes a lot
It's
of
not like
sense.
there is a huge door that has to be kicked open for the first face of the league that is international.
I mean, they tried with Dirk Nowitzki as well. I mean, they've tried with a few international players already. I mean, it wasn't the first time.
But
we
Wimba
heard
is
that topic before.
different.
I
Wimba
honestly
is
don't.
different. We
Of
looking
course.
at the new age Wilt. We're looking at a guy that we ain't never seen before. So all the rest of them we kind of seen before.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't-
I watched
don't- yeah,
the
go ahead.
Spurs because of that, because of him. I do, even though they're, you know,
That's worth marketing for me.
Not
That's
for-
what's for the NBA.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
hey,
So-
they comparing his numbers already to all the greats, no
Yeah.
matter which one. Like whether it's
Yeah.
in blocking, whether it's in scoring. He started off shooting 29%, didn't give a fuck. He finished shooting 43% his last something games. Now he got, you know, all that rolling into the next season. And like what Ryan said before he checked out, if he get bulkier and stronger,
Yeah.
it's about to
I
be
don't even
crazy.
know if he has to
Yeah,
because
I
he
don't think
says
he will.
doesn't want to. He doesn't.
But he
want to
will.
get-
He has
It
to.
makes
doesn't want to
sense.
But
get-
will he? That's not his body, though. His
Yeah,
body.
no-
Nah,
is-
I see it. I see it where he needs to get. Sometimes he'll like alter a shot, and then he'll be like, no. It
Yeah.
don't look strong. Giannis went through it. You gonna
Yeah.
get stronger
Yeah,
in
but he
NBA.
said he's significantly taller than Giannis,
Yeah.
and he said that it is
Don't matter.
important. No, Wemby said it is important for him to get stronger but not get heavier.
Yes,
Mm.
that's exactly what it
I
is.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he can remain
Yeah,
flexible
but
still with
Giannis
muscles.
got a lot heavier since he's
Yeah, you got to
been
put
in the
on
league.
it. You automatically, when you put on muscle, you put on weight.
Yeah,
If it's right,
exactly.
if
Exactly.
it's
But
lean,
he needs he needs to be really lean and really kind of have that tight muscle, but not the bigger ones. And Giannis really bulked up.
yeah.
He really got a lot heavier.
So
He eats those 50-piece chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Women are gonna get big and strong, guys. He gonna end up looking like Will in my imagination. That's just my prediction.
Oh, hell no. Wilt was.
I do believe he stays like Durant, and he plays.
Uh-huh.
I've
I think
seen
so
him.
too.
I've seen him back down Jackson Davis yesterday, and he played bully ball with the guy. It's not that he's not strong already.
I think Chet is gonna stay like Durant, and Wimba is gonna get. They're gonna book that guy up. That's at least.
I don't think it
He's
just
much
seems
more
like it's not
agile.
possible. You
Who
know,
is?
That's what they thought about Giannis when he
Right.
first came in the league.
I don't know, but he's so much long. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just
he's-
long,
he's-
long.
All right, well, let me get to mine. I and I like the idea what Felix brought up. So for me, it seems like there's certain classes for this, So the exciting guard, you got Ant-Man, you got Jalen, you got the other guy at Sacramento. You got some really exciting guards. You got Brunson in New York.
Fox. Okay.
Fox out there. And then you got Bronson. You got some really exciting, explosive guards. Yeah. And then you got the traditional guards that carry the team guards like Tatum and even carry the team players like Jokic, let's say. But the stuff that we don't see, and it's going to be the next face of the NBA. I'm thinking Wimby, however you want to call it,
Mhm.
and Zion. And they're going to really try to expose this big man thing. And I think these explosive guards and stuff are going to be the second class. And if Zion can really stay healthy and he's going to come up and keep their team rocking, I'm hoping they make this into the next big, Wimby versus Zion group. And this shit, something like this.
I Ched Holmgren as well. You have to add him into that group because when they played each other, Wemby and Ched,
he's one of the villains.
That's
He's one of the villains. You got the
So-
superheroes, and then you got the team with him, and Chet gonna be up there for sure. For sure. You can't, and all these crazy
you can't
guards.
dismiss that. You can dismiss that. No, I think we are in that transition. So in my mind, the way I'm seeing it is, if Wemby plays out, because now you see more young basketball players that I'm not saying as far as Wemby, but they have that length and those measurables and everything else, and you see them dribbling, shooting threes and all that. So in my mind, if that works out, if Wemby works out, then I think those are going to be the kind of players that probably GMs are going to look for, like guys that are tall, that can shoot, that can dribble. They're just bigger guards, just much more bigger guards. I think that will be the next kind of generational player if Wemby works out.
Yeah.
I still feel that guards is more the traditional way, because it's the true thing. When you get a guard, you know what you're gonna get, and you don't have to second guess yourself. Okay, he's gonna give me that. I just feel like with big men like Wemby, I feel it's a lottery ticket. What I mean by that is, yes, he can pan out, but he can also fail. And a lot of times it's not because of his skills. It's a lot of times it's because his body wasn't up to the par to what the league demands, and that has nothing to do with the player himself. So
I don't know.
yeah,
I've been watching him this season. This guy, he has a lot of potential in him, and that's what's insane. Yeah. What is it? Will he do it or will he not? I mean,
that was the same with Zion, no? We were talking about that with Zion 4 years ago.
So long as they don't get hurt.
That's
You
what
know what?
everybody.
Excuse me. Say it again, Carolyn.
No, I said that's with everybody. I mean, and that's
Yeah.
going to be the same thing.
Zion is getting better. He's losing weight. Hopefully he can just ride it out. And at the same time, the tanking San Antonio Spurs are going to get a crazy guard, either the guy from France or one of the top college players. And the draft, one of the top picks. And they're going to match him with Wemby.
And what did I say, guys? See, does Wemby have a brother?
Yeah.
Who's our...
And his sister plays, right?
Yeah,
No.
he has a sister that plays. Yes.
So
and does he have a brother too?
I think so. But I heard, I think I saw something that he has a brother, younger brother as well, that plays ball. Also, big guy.